Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop. I want to say a warm welcome to all of you new subscribers and viewers, and a huge thank you to all of you members that support the channel. Without further ado, let's get on to the Games Workshop community website right here, and if we go on to all news, we'll just go through this from the last week or so, which would have been around about here, the 1st of March. There's a little bit of a preview for the new Kill Team Blood and Zeal. I did cover this. This was, I think, literally on that Saturday. They showcased this with the scenery piece, which I think we've had before. I think it's the same statue. Yeah, you're getting a load of Imperial models called the Sanctifiers right here. I like them. I mean, they're a nice addition to Sisters of Battle and an Imperium Force. And then you're getting these Goremongers, which I like the top halves of them, but yeah, the legs are a bit odd. I can't really get my head around that. But yeah, that's those for Khorne, and then that's the scenery piece, which we have had before, so maybe they've got a lot left over or they want to sell some more. But anyway, so that's the new Kill Team. Then on the Saturday you could pre-order the Emperor's Children. It's called the Champions of Slaanesh army set. I'm not sure about the naming of that. I mean, Games Workshop can name them whatever they like, but I don't know, I probably would have just called them Emperor's Children, like just straight up, because Champions of Slaanesh, to me, in my head, I view that as Age of Sigmar rather than 40k. And then because Champions of Slaanesh, I don't think every one of these is a champion. There's like the Lord Exultant, which is kind of like the champion. I just would have called it Emperor's Children. But anyway, that sold out very, very quickly, not just on the third-party sites where you could nab yourself 20% off, but also on Games Workshop's web store as well. That sold out quite quickly. I was able to secure my order of it, so you will see it on the channel soon. I ordered that instead of the Combat Patrol Eldari, which I will be picking up at some point because it's a nice way of me, well, upgrading my Die Avengers because I've never had the new ones, adding a second unit of Warp Spiders, and then the Spirit Seer and the Wraith Blades are just a nice little addition to the force as well. And then Black Library, we had Lucius the Faultless Blade, and that was about it. It was the slowest, quietest pre-order day since the beginning of the year, since the start of January. So yeah, not much to pre-order last Saturday. Then the next day, on the Sunday, we had the Git Mob Gallop into the Fray. The army set for the Git Mobs, or the Gloomspite Gitz, was only up for pre-order about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I skipped it. I'm aware that Soulblight Gravelords release are just around the corner, and I prefer all the models in that release than Gloomspite Gitz. I never thought I'd say that, but I do. So I would rather pick up that army set and those new models like the dragon and things than these wolves, really. Bit of a shame, but I probably will pick up some Gloomspite Gitz eventually, like I did, when they weren't released the first time. Hopefully there'll be a bigger army box or something with all of these models in, because I do like them. You've got this Sun Chomper, you've got the Snarlboss and Wolf Git retinue, you've got the Snarlboss on War Wheeler. You can also make a Frazzle Git Shaman on War Wheels. I'm not sure about that. I think that model's getting a bit too tall and spindly. Then you've got the Sunstealer Wheelers, which are nice. You've got the Snarlpack Cavalry. You've got the Doom Diver Catapult, which is a great reincarnation of the model that came out many, many years ago. You've got the Dice. Great that they've got them in the yellow now. And then White Dwarf 510, ride for Rohan. Black Library, we had Callus and Toll by David Annandale. And then Warhammer Plus, we've got Black Talon, the return of them. The next day, there was a little preview about White Dwarf. And on the same day, there was a look at the Prophet of Redemption is here. So, sensible, rational debate on Necromunda. So, very interesting mini. It came from Cinderak City. So, yeah, he's probably going to be, in Forge World resin. Looks nice, though. Would I have him? I mean, he still would look all right with Sisters of Battle and, like, the Inquisition and my little Imperial Force. Rumour Engine, 4th of March. Just looks like some smoke. You got Warhammer TV Season 2. All the shows coming this season. Then you got Black Talon Hammerhall. Watch the new episode now. You got Prince Imrahil of Dol Amroth, Rise to Battle. So, new edition of Middle-earth strategy game has been out for a few months. Soon you'll be able to ride to the aid of Minas Tirith as Prince Imrahil. I love the blue. Yeah, very nice. Then Horus Heresy Thursday. So a couple of days ago, we've got Asta Crone, immovable object of the 9th Legion. Very blingy, lots going on. Lots of gold. Is that like a little hand flamer? The axe looks nice. I like that sort of purple teardrop or blood drop. Yeah, it's a shard axe. It's alright. Black Library Book of the Year. That's a massive spoiler there for them showing a picture there of the Book of the Year. So if you don't want any more spoilers, just look away for a moment. But yeah, there they are. I don't think there was a massively incredible offering last year, if I'm perfectly honest, compared to previous years. Chronicles of Ruin in the Bad Moon's Light. So an article preparing you. So this is a little story, little short story, to get you in the mood of these Gitz. I say a short story, that's quite a nice lengthy story, isn't it? Yeah, to get you in the mood ready for the Gitz being released today, later on. Speaking of which, let's move on to Games Workshop web store and have a look at those Gitz. And here we are on Games Workshop's web store. So on the very first page, we've got Gloomspite Gitz, a nice advert there for them. We've also got some other adverts for the other Gloomspite Gitz models. They really are a fantastic range. Let's go to the top and we click on all pre-orders. And we'll go high to low. Now, we've got a couple from last weekend. So we've got the Emperor's Children box set and the Combat Patrol Eldari. You've got the Doom Diver Catapult, £65. Wow, it's almost topping £70. It's got to be one of the most expensive units for Gloomspite Gitz now, surely. Yeah, the most expensive thing for Gitmob. I mean, look, the army set is still available, and that's quite rare that they've still got that available. You know, £145. Probably about 110, 115 with a discount. It's going to save you a fair amount of money. But yeah, the most expensive model for Gloomspite is still Kragnos, £110 for him. You got the Spearhead, which doesn't really count, and then the Doom Diver Catapult. So yeah, I guess the actual Gloomspite Gitz model, rather than Destruction Army unit, is now, the most expensive one is now the Doom Diver Catapult, right here. £65. You can build a Doom Diver Catapult. The catapult can be built with the Doom Diver in the process of being launched or stood waiting. Doom Diver has a choice of 3 bomb-topped hats. That's it though. It doesn't build a different unit or anything like that. It's just one unit, Doom Diver Catapult with different sort of poses. And yeah, for £65, I think that's a fair amount. You're only getting 64 plastic components as well, which is hardly anything. You know, for a kit this expensive, you'd be expecting at least between 100 or 200 components. It really is hardly any plastic components, £65. It's a lot, guys. I won't sugarcoat it. You've got the Snarl Boss on War Wheeler. I can open this in new tab, so that's good. £61.50, and this kit, a War Wheeler Chariot for your Gloomspite Gitz army, or it can be ridden by a Snarl Boss or Frazzle Git Shaman, and comprises of 80 components. So this is a little bit cheaper and has more components, but this is the Frazzle Git Shaman, I think. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know why the Frazzle Git is right up tall, you know, on the top of this totem. There's just too much height, in my opinion, for this model. I understand why it needs to get up that high, but I just prefer that Snarl Boss with this Morning Star. But again, I question whether it would hit that torch, or there's just something a bit odd with these ones so far. Then you've got the Sunstealer Wheelers, £57, and you get a pair of these. Yeah, they look. It's just that pose that wheeler is in. It's a little bit off. So yeah, chariots can be assembled your choice of 2 different harnesses, personalised with different wheels, carriage decorations, 146 plastic components. Now we're talking. But if you think about it, it's about 73 components each, isn't it? £57. It's not too bad. You're getting 2 of those. Then you've got the Destruction Battle Tome, £50 for this. I think this is, I want to say smaller. Yeah, it says Gamers Edition. You've got to be careful, guys, when they say Gamers Edition. It means a smaller book. It's, yeah, if you think that's a pack of cards, it's only like not even double the height of a pack of cards, and quite thin too. So just be wary of that. Oh, you've got a little pouch in it as well. But yeah, it's a softback. Gamers Edition, 122 page softback. It's a more compact softback format, and you're getting the cards as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you how many cards you get. It only tells you that you get 43 War Scroll cards, 6 Spearhead. So you have to add all those up yourself. It would have been nice if they said contains a total of, and then put the number instead of you having to do all the maths. It's the bare minimum, really, that we expect. Then you've got Lucius, the Faultless Blade, limited edition. That sold out very quickly. Wow, £45 gone just like that. Yeah, it was in fact up for pre-order last week, not this week. Then you've got the Snarl Pack Cavalry, £37. I don't think that's too bad. I mean, Cavalry is usually about 44 now. So 37 isn't bad. I know Cavalry normally 44 you're getting 5, but these are quite large. You're getting those 75mm oval bases, 61 plastic components. So what's that? About 20 each or so. Not too bad for those. You've got the Drogs, the Sun Chomper, £37. Now this is expensive. Don't think you get any options. It's just him. Yeah, that's pricey. You know, he is the same price as those cavalry. 27 plastic components as well. That's yeah, that's not many parts at all for him. But I guess you're paying for the size and the fact that you'd only ever need to buy one of them. You've got the Destruction Battle Tome, Gloomspite Gitz, £37. Of course, this is going to be 122 pages. It says it right here, first point, which is brilliant. Going to have to pick this up at some point. I'd like to give, to upgrade the reviews of my own Gloomspite Gitz and give you those. And then you've got the Snarl Boss and Wolf Git Retinue. Again, 3 of these, £26. These came out before, though. I think I bought these, 25 plastic components. They were fine, though. I didn't really have any issues. But But yeah, they are just much smaller and don't consist of many parts compared to the others when you look at them now. I guess they're being reboxed. That's why. But I'm pretty sure I bought these when they first came out. Then you got the dice, £19. They show 16 dice there, and there is 16 dice. So still, I swear they're giving you less and less dice. It used to be like £10, £12 for like 20 dice. Then it's gone up and up and up, and now we're paying over £1 per dice. So yeah, you better not be losing those under your table or sofa or whatever. They're nice dice though. I'll give them that. And then for some reason it's just defaulted back to that. But we can see that White Dwarf is up for sale for £6.99. Oh, and then you've got Callus and Toll paperback for £10. Well, £9.99. So yeah, there's definitely more to pre-order this week because it's kind of like just a full release of all the Gloomspite Gitz. Some of the models are a bit off. They're not really. I'm not really gelling with them. Maybe because I prefer the kind of forest Gloomspite Gitz rather than these desert sort of ones. If I had the choice between the new Soulblight that's coming out and these, I'm going for the Soulblight. Just most of those Soulblight models I can really get behind, whereas most of these I can't. Not saying that I won't pick them up at some point, because Gloomspite Gitz is like one of my main Age of Sigmar armies, along with Slaves to Darkness, but I won't be dipping into them for this new release. What do you guys think of all of the news and the pre-orders this week? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.